And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Tonight, it'll be the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Milwaukee Bucks. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. So with George on the bench, here's the five for Doc Rivers right now. LeBron James is out there with Chris Bosh. Then it's Chris Paul. Then it's Thompson. And it's Olajuwon in at the five. And for Brooklyn, Anthony Edwards out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Howard. Then it's James. And it's Nowitzki in at the four slot. Coach Van Gundy with these two bigs. I know this is a matchup you in particular are very excited about.
Yeah, Kevin, this really feels like a throwback matchup to me. With this style of game, running it through the centers, I feel like I should be on the sideline yelling at these guys.
Thompson sets the pick for Paul. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And look at Paul's focus. He is completely locked in on his shot.
Nowitzki outside. Thompson against Edwards. And stolen by Thompson. Pass to Paul. Over Nowitzki. Here's Bosh. And he makes good on the layup.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the call on Bosh. That is his first foul of the game. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Edwards passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. And yes, it's good.
Well, he knew he had the size advantage to dominate the defense there. Go right at him.
James kicks to Olajuwon. James outside. With the hook shot. And the rebound goes to Nowitzki. And here are the Nets. It's a three-point game. And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Jordi Fernandez. Coach reminded his guys that Giannis is one of the most dangerous players out there. He told his forwards that anytime he takes two steps, they'll need to impose their will to limit momentum. He said, quote, "If we're intimidated, we've already lost. Step up and deny his path." Back to you, Kevin.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Oh, here's Edwards after LeBron James's miss. That doesn't fall. Can't drop his first shot. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Here's Thompson. Misses the layup. And here's SGA. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 3. Edwards against Olajuwon. Good D by Olajuwon.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And here's Bosh for 3. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
I just love how Bosh has worked in the three-point shot, stretching the floor with his perimeter game.
And Stan, you remember this past summer, the story was, will the Bucks or will they not trade Giannis?
It's tough to carry on business as usual with all those clouds swirling. We know how loyal he's been, but questions remain about his ability to compete for a title in Milwaukee.
And a steady presence out there. Gilgeous-Alexander keeps his cool when the shot clock's running down.
Now here's Paul. Bosh, a screen on SGA. The shot's good from Paul. Paul's got 5.
Look, the defense was there, but he made a great adjustment at the rim.
LeBron James on the wing. Covered by LeBron. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to James. Off target from outside.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by the Bucks. James looking it over. Out to the right wing. Outside Bosch. James against LeBron. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And Paul launches it from deep. Misses the deep three-point attempt. Nets trail by 6. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And Nowitzki gets it to go down on the assist from Edwards.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Howard against Olajuwon. Drives to the hoop. Good work there as it goes.
And that's just too deep. Olajuwon with way too many moves in there, almost automatic.
Nowitzki with the screen on Paul. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Mike Conley's checked in for the Nets. Kyrie Irving's checked in for the Bucks. Now, here is Olajuwon. Pass to Bosch. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Dirk Nowitzki picks up that one. Stan, every night, Kuzma finds a way to contribute on the offensive end.
Yeah, Kevin, I think what Kuzma does is he'll find a way to score the ball. He'll do it running the floor. He'll do it cutting. He'll do it on the offensive boards. And he can make jump shots. He's got a lot of ways to score, and he can take what the defense gives.
First one falls for him. Towns, he's checked in for Dirk Nowitzki. And so Bosch nails both of them.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
SGA passes to Towns. Howard kicks to Conley. Towns sets the pick for Conley over Paul. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look for that.
Now, here is Irving. Bosch is screen on James. And LeBron James good for 3.
From way back there. I mean, LeBron's just showing off now.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Towns. Bounce pass Conley. Kicks it out to James. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Irving passes to Paul. Over Conley. And another basket for Milwaukee.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
And so, Jordy Fernandez decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Nets trail by 11. SGA passes to LeBron. SGA sends a screen for James. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's LeBron missing. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. James dishes to Olajuwon. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. Brooklyn's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. In the corner, it's James. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
Oh, you got to run LeBron off the ball there.
Milwaukee leading by 8. Paul finds James. And James picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Robinson's checked in for Brooklyn. Paul George is checked in for Milwaukee. Here's Olajuwon. Bosch, a screen on Conley. And the dunk by Bosch.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Now, here's SGA. Outside Robinson. Over James. Rebound, Milwaukee. Olajuwon's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Olajuwon with a screen for Irving. Drains the three-pointer.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
Yeah, we thought this might be the case. You see a few of those go through the net, it becomes contagious.
Outside Conley. That 3 off the mark. Bucks leading by 13. Outside, George. To the paint. And then Bosch with the jam.
And Bosch can use his size like he did there. And he can step out and hit the jump shot as well. You love the versatility.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, no good by Brooklyn. LeBron outside. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's George. And that one comes up a bit short. Brooklyn's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
This is the right play by Conley, sticking with the motion and ensuring he gets to the line.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so for the Bucks.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
You also have to admire how they challenge the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
Here's Olajuwon. Lays it up off the glass. Olajuwon's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
LeBron good.
Showing some range, LeBron more than capable of hurting you from deep.
Olajuwon outside. Back to Paul. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Paul's got 9.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Hakeem Olajuwon. That is his first foul of the game. Sabonis, he's checked in for Milwaukee.
Number 51.
Bucks on defense. They lead by 14. Pass to McCollum. 6 on the shot clock. LeBron, that's a 2-pointer. Sabonis grabs the board.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Paul finds Tatum. Towns with the steal. Here we go, 1-on-1. Irving with the steal. And here's George for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And the Bucks lead by 17.
And George is a phenomenal catch-and-shoot player. Measuring the shot before receiving the pass, you can't guard that. And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Tatum kicks to George. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Pass to Green. McCollum against Irving. Kicks it out to James. And stolen by Tatum. Here's Paul. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Now here is George. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. George has got 8 points.
And moving George around the floor keeps the defense guessing.
James has a 2-pointer. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play, the board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. Their defense has been active and effective. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Guys, we've seen the Bucks really take control here early.
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And with each made 3, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
They've got Draymond Green. McCollum is out there with Conley. Then there's Towns, and it's LeBron in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Now here is Conley. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Outside Irving. Pass to George. Clock at 6. Sabonis' screen on LeBron. And George kicks to Irving. Off target with his 3. Nets trailed by 18. LeBron outside. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul. The Nets making a switch here. Edwards is checked in. And Milwaukee with a change here too. Thompson's checked in. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. And here's LeBron outside. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Tatum passes to Irving. 3-pointer. Rebound, Brooklyn. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. In the corner, it's James. And the Nets miss again.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
Pass to Conley. And Sabonis pulls it down. Here's Tatum. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Every coach has their own philosophy, but Stan, you were telling me that it might not always align with their team style of play.
Yeah, look, Kevin, I think there's a difference between philosophy and style of play. And I think what you have to understand, philosophy are those immutable things that you think will win games regardless of the style. So that'll never change, but your style has to be fitted to your personnel.
And he makes the first.
Well, look, what makes Tatum special is he helps you in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and on the glass.
McCollum's checked in for Mike Conley. No good on the second free throw. Nets trail by 19. McCollum outside to the middle. James kicks to Green. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Green's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Pass to Tatum. Now here's Paul. Outside Tatum. 6 to shoot. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Great move by Tatum. Getting to the rim and throwing it down.
It's Edwards on the wing. Towns dishes to Edwards. LeBron outside for the 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Pass to Irving. Over Edwards. Irving can't get it to go. Nets trail by 15. LeBron passes to Edwards. And here is Green. A 3 from McCollum. And Sabonis pulls it down. Sabonis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
And the Nets making a change here. Conley's checked in. The Bucks also with the sub. Olajuwon's checked in for Sabonis. James buries the 3.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Paul dishes to Tatum. A great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Tatum's got 5 now.
Well, look, Tatum has the length and strength to do damage in there.
Conley against Paul. And here's Edwards from the arc. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Defensively, if you're going to disrupt his rhythm, you have to put more pressure on him.
Here's Thompson. LeBron with some nice D. Nets trail by 11. Shoots from the baseline, and it's good for 2. 6 points for Conley.
Well, if anyone epitomizes take what the defense gives you, it's Mike Conley.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Commissioner Adam Silver talked about U.S. youth development in hoops. He said when young players are a part of a singular organization, there's much more of an incentive to bring players along as opposed to a win-now mentality, and that's something that we can learn from Europe. Back to you.
Taking that long view approach. Okay, thank you, Allie. Now, here is Olajuwon. Jason Tatum missing his last shot. Tatum drills it from distance.
And Tatum takes a lot of threes. And you see why, given he has this kind of accuracy.
Towns sets the pick for Edwards. There's the triple. Out to Conley. Towns sets the pick for Conley. Outside Edwards. For 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. Olajuwon's got his 6th rebound on the night. Tatum finds Paul. Outside Tatum. Paul outside. Tatum with the screen on Conley. From 20 feet out. Tatum with another miss. Nets trail by 12. LeBron passes to Conley. Back to James. Conley with the screen on Paul. James has a 2-pointer. The rebound by the Bucks. 22 is their biggest lead. Pass to Olajuwon. Oh, and Olajuwon throws it down.
I mean, I hope you can appreciate the torque that kind of move generates. He just has that natural explosiveness. The dream is something to behold.
And it's Conley with the ball for Brooklyn.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And so Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. So for the Nets, Robinson's checked in for LeBron. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Mike Conley. The Bucks also with the sub. James checked in for Chris Paul. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Outside, Green. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Robinson kicks to SGA. From the arc, Gilgeous-Alexander is pure.
This is why SGA is a focal point of his offense, because of that ability to score.
Irving sets a screen for James. And he jams it with authority.
And what an explosive finisher LeBron is, rocking the rim whenever he goes up like that.
You know, Giannis just entered his 30s, coach, but he's already an all-timer.
He sure is, Kevin. Look, if his career ended now, this guy's still one of the best we've ever had in this league. Unfortunately for the rest of the league, he's still got a long way to go in his career, and they're going to have to deal with him for a long, long time.
Tatum's shot is off. Nets trail by 10. Here's Robinson. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Edwards against Thompson. Pass to LeBron. Outside, Olajuwon. Tatum looking around. Green with the rebound. Net shooting 47% in the second quarter. Here's Edwards. Edwards loves it in there.
Terrific play by Edwards. Moves like this are what makes him so much fun to watch.
Here's Thompson. The kick out to Tatum. It's stolen by Green. Robinson against James. Lets a floater go. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks' lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Robinson. And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Howard's checked in for the Nets. LeBron comes in for Robinson. The Bucks also changing it up. Bosh is checked in for Jason Tatum. And Paul subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Outside, Olajuwon. Bosh, that's the pick for Thompson. Inside, and Chris Bosh with the slam.
An elite scorer. Bosh can be the man, a guy you go to every trip down the floor.
The Nets working the ball around now. Here's Edwards. Again, the Nets for two.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him to clean look from there.
Now, here's Thompson. Still scoreless. James against LeBron. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Paul. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. And the Bucks lead by 8.
And how can you stop that? Paul is just talented at finding ways to bury difficult shots.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 7 points in the game. Off target from three-point range. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today, but you can't make it that obvious.
Robinson's checked in for the Nets. The Bucks also with the sub. George is checked in, and Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Outside Robinson. Over George. And the shot is long. Milwaukee leading by 8. Over in the corner, Paul. To the inside, Olajuwon. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Dwight Howard.
Oh, and a terrific pass. Takes so much pride in his ability to make his teammates better.
And that one falls for Olajuwon. 44 seconds left now here in the second. Nets trailed by 11. Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Out to Thompson. Fires the 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. Outside Edwards. Fires for 3. And so it's Milwaukee. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at James, what a contribution.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
Nets trail by 11. So with George on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Paul out there with Amen Thompson. Then there's Chris Bosh. Then it's James. And it's Olajuwon in at the 5 spot. Here's Paul. After the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Thompson. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
and not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without fouling.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 on the clock. Over LeBron, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on LeBron James. Stan, Michael Porter Jr. is a crucial piece to this offense.
Oh, he absolutely is, Kevin. First of all, we know that shooting provides space for other people to operate, and he certainly does that. But Michael Porter Jr. is also a very timely cutter and gets his share of easy buckets.
No question, Michael Porter Jr. is a true shooter. Stan, he gets out there and scores, it seems like, every possession.
Well, listen, Michael Porter Jr. is not only a great shooter, he's got that high release that people can't get to. So he knows when he shoots it, it's just a matter of make or miss. I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to James. Nowitzki outside. Clock at 6. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Bosh sets the pick for Thompson. And James picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
15.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Bosh, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And Chris Bosh with the slam.
And it's extremely difficult trying to guard Paul in the screen and roll. Fantastic at making the right decision. A lethal passer.
Now here's Edwards. He has 7. LeBron James on the wing. Covered by LeBron. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. In the corner, it's James. Too much strength. LeBron powering his way inside.
And nice touch from the inside. I'm a fan of when LeBron just burrows his way inside and takes advantage.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Paul. Olajuwon grabs the miss. Olajuwon's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Shot clock at 5. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
2 seconds.
Pass to James. Screen by Howard. 6 on the shot clock. Can they get it? Rejected by LeBron.
You got to keep an eye out for LeBron. He may be lurking. What a block that one was.
And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
Right side, Bosh. Down low. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Dirk Nowitzki picks up that one.
And Bosch, so tough to stop when he gets that kind of position down low, forcing the D to foul.
Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Bosch. You know, Greg, you could argue the Nets kind of overachieved last season under first-year head coach Jordy Fernandez.
Yeah, only the 6th worst record last season. The defense was halfway decent, but they understand some patience is required in a rebuild.
Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Dirk Nowitzki. Both free throws good from Bosch. Nets trail by 17. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And so Jordy Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Milwaukee on D. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. All finds James. Not going to go that time. Excellent D from Howard. Nets trail by 17. Outside Edwards. To stop the drought. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Bosch hits the pick for Paul. To the paint. And James gets it to go on the assist by Paul. And that's 11 points for LeBron.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this gap.
And it's in there.
And with that basket right there, it brings an end to that 12-0 run by the Bucks.
Outside Bosch. Olajuwon kicks to Paul. Outside Bosch. And there's the call on James. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Robinson's checked in for LeBron.
Number 42, Glenn Robinson.
Here is Paul. 11 points in the game. Bosch high post. Makes a big high bouncing. Goes in. Bosch has got 6 points in the quarter.
And Bosch has a beautiful stroke from the mid-range. Once you give him room to shoot, he doesn't hesitate.
Outside Robinson. Outside SGA. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his third foul of the game. Kyrie Irving, he's checked in for fall.
In for the Bucks, number 17, Kyrie Irving.
Outside, Towns. Robinson misses. And it's Milwaukee's ball. They're on a 14-2 run here. Outside Bosch. The Bucks working the ball around. Irving attacking. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. It's stolen by Olajuwon. Here's Thompson, and it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And great read there by SGA. Knew the shot was coming and just trusted his instincts.
Bucks leading by 19. Irving passes to Bosch. James in the post. Robinson on him. To the inside, Howard, and it's Howard finishing it off.
And these dunk attempts are just too easy for Howard. All he has to do is rise up, and he's golden.
Bucks have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. James against Robinson, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. And here's SGA. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 17-point game. Edwards, no good. Milwaukee is gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. A new generation is entering the league, and Draymond Green said these young dudes talk a lot of mess. I don't mind it at all. It's just weird to be in a space where they're like, man, I watched you my whole life. But then they're also talking crazy, saying, you had your run, you're old now. Guys?
Yep, it flips quick, doesn't it? Thank you, Allie. Robinson misses. Here's Milwaukee now. They're on a 17-4 run. Irving passes to James. Driving inside. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Yeah, so tenacious on the attack. LeBron isn't bothered by a little contact on that drive.
And so Jordy Fernandez decides to call timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Conley's checked in for the Nets. George is checked in for Milwaukee. Brooklyn's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Outside Conley. Pass to Howard. In the corner, it's Robinson. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Bucks leading by 22. Irving looking for an opening. Here's Bosch. Kicks it out to James. Over Robinson. LeBron can't get it to go. Nets shooting a meager 37% for the game. Pass to Howard. Here's SGA. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 16 points.
This is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Here's LeBron, and finished off by LeBron.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
You know, Stan, there are so many things to like about Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Ooh, oh my goodness. And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Floats it up for James. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
And a misconnection there. Fans guarding their beverages. That's a pass he'd like back for sure.
The Nets making a switch here. Green's checked in. And then for Milwaukee, Sabonis comes in for Elijah Wan. And it's Tatum in for Bosch. Conley the pass to Robinson. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Defended by George. Nice shot by SGA.
And he had a good look. And Gilgeous-Alexander made it pay off.
Irving dishes to James. And they double up LeBron. With his first shot attempt. That one goes in. Sabonis has got his first points in this one.
Great find. Leading his teammate right to the bucket.
Inside. And the dunk by Towns.
I like that. Towns attacking the rim with intent.
Pass to LeBron. Stolen by Robinson. A finish. And the dunk by Robinson.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
James with the bucket.
Oh, textbook pick and roll there. James doing a great job breaking down the defense.
Conley the pass to Robinson. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, defended by George. Pass to James. In the corner, George with it. Good, and the assist goes to James. George has got 11 points.
And this is the way to stretch the floor. PG-13 with a good look from the corner, and he nails it.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. George against SGA. 6 to shoot. Outside Conley. Launches a three. It doesn't go for him. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. Bucks ahead, running away with this one. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Well, that is what coaches want from their point guard. Set others up, play the game the right way.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. We've got Anthony Edwards. Robinson is out there with Nowitzki. Then it's Conley, and it's Towns in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the Nets 5. Conley kicks to Robinson. It's rebounded by Amen Thompson. Bucks leading by 21. Pass to Irving. From deep, George. Nowitzki with the rebound. And it's Conley with the ball for Brooklyn. It's Edwards on the wing. And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Green, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns.
Coming up on the floor for your Knicks, number 30, Draymond Green.
Outside Conley. 5 on the clock. Rebounded by the Bucks. Tatum's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Irving. Now, here's George. Tatum setting the pick for George. Offensive rebound. Tatum no good. Nets trail by 21. Conley the pass to Robinson. And again, no good by Brooklyn. For Milwaukee, they've gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Bounce pass from Tatum. Outside, George. Back to Tatum. To the middle. Here's Olajuwon, and it's Olajuwon with the jam.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
Yeah, the score is also the result of quality defense. These teams are almost doing more on that end.
Outside for George. And a miss there on the triple. The Nets have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Outside Irving. Over Conley. Brooklyn with the rebound. Outside Robinson. Pass to Edwards. Nowitzki with the screen on Irving. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Can't connect from long distance. Inside. And Tatum the bucket on the assist by Thompson.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Outside Edwards. Nowitzki with the screen on Thompson. Here's Edwards. Olajuwon with the block.
Without a doubt, one of the most versatile shot blockers in the game. Olajuwon does it in the painted area as well as along the perimeter.
To the inside. Here's Nowitzki. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Dwight Howard. He's checked in for Draymond Green. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Robinson. Chris Bosh is checked in for the Bucks. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Tatum, that's in, coming off the assist from Olajuwon. Tatum's got 4 points now in the quarter. Pass to Nowitzki. Edwards against Tatum. Up top Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. Looking to get back on track here. And the rejection by Tatum. Conley against Thompson. Conley grabs the miss. Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And stolen by Thompson. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. The kick out to Bosh. Irving drives in. And the layup is good. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And you also have to applaud how they've been able to create turnovers and then convert those on the offensive end.
And stolen by Thompson. Pass to Olajuwon. Irving against Conley. A nice shot by Irving.
And that's a defensive miscue there. You can't let Irving get that kind of position inside.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his second foul of the game. So for the Nets, Draymond Green, he's checked in for Nowitzki. LeBron comes in for Edwards. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Mike Conley. The Bucks also changing it up. Sabonis, he's checked in for Olajuwon. Paul George comes in for Chris Bosh. And Derek White subbed in for Amen Thompson. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last. The Bucks have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. George against LeBron. George, no good.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Here's SGA. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
George finds Irving. Now Tatum from the arc. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 6 assists in the game.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
George looking over the floor. Sabonis' screen on James. The 3 from George. And the rebound goes to Howard. Howard's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Green with a screen on White. And Howard has it in the corner. 5 to shoot. Kicks it out to James. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Nowitzki comes in for Green. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Just 2 to shoot. Releases from 15. Rebounded by the Bucks. Tatum's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Howard against White. White setting the pick for Irving. A three-pointer, no good. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Edwards. He is hauled in by Paul George. George has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Irving drives in. Yes! And another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
On the drive, Irving just so dynamic. The defense doesn't know what to do to contain it.
Pass to Howard. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for 1 more at the line.
Well, they have to be thrilled with how reliable he's been tonight.
And in a little over a decade, the Nets, GA, having to rebuild from the ashes of 2 super team iterations.
The short time span between shows how quickly they can turn things around. And with a treasure trove of picks in the coming years, they look to climb that mountain once again.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Pass to Irving. Outside, Sabonis. To the paint. Deflects the pass. Count that one.
Getting off the floor with ease. Tatum can beat good defense with his athleticism.
James kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Edwards against White. Edwards passes to Nowitzki, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
14. At the line, Dirk Nowitzki. At the line, 1 shot.
And so much to like about the shooting ability from Dirk. He has revolutionized the big guys stretching the floor.
Irving for 3. Nowitzki with the rebound.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
And it's LeBron missing. Bucks leading by 23. Outside Irving. Outside White. No good with the triple. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. SGA, no good. The Bucks shooting 40% in the fourth. Outside, George. Yes, that goes in.
George.
Now, SGA.
Fourth quarter.
We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Howard setting the pick for SGA. Wide open. Rebounded by the Bucks.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Outside Irving. Over SGA. Irving can't get it to go. Irving's gone 5 of 13 from the floor. That's below 40%.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Milwaukee.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Jason Tatum.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
52 seconds left in the game. Tatum with the screen on James. George, that's a two-pointer. It's hauled in by Nowitzki. It's Edwards on the wing. White covering. SGA against Irving. Steps back. Out to Edwards. A three-pointer. Good.
Nice find by Gilgeous-Alexander. He reads the floor so well.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Bucks. It's an 18-point game. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
Giannis, an impressive performance. Talk about what this game showed you about your team.
This game was great. I think everybody came out ready. Everybody played great. We were moving the ball. We knocked down shots. But most importantly, we were playing great defense. But at the end of the day, it's just a win. We got to build off this. We got to go back to the gym, watch film, and get better.
It's just one piece of a greater goal. That's right. Thanks, Giannis.
Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Jason Tatum. you